Welcome to the Vocabulary Podcast by IMS Gujarat, featuring today IMS Vocab, episode 100, words 2476 to 2500. Let us begin. Word 2476 is instance. Spelling: I-N-S-T-A-N-C-E. Meaning, a single occurrence or happening of a given kind. Example: a recent instance of eve-teasing outside the Delhi College campus led to swift action with 2 new bright street lamps and a permanent late-evening patrol posted at the main gate. Word 2477 is instant. Spelling: I-N-S-T-A-N-T. Meaning, a very brief portion of time. Example: in one brief instant of lost attention, the tired auto rickshaw driver clipped the side mirror of a parked Maruti on the narrow Connaught Place Lane corner just behind the burger store. Word 2478 is instantaneous. Spelling: I-N-S-T-A-N-T-A-N-E-O-U-S. Meaning, done without perceptible lapse of time. Example: the sharp and instantaneous feedback from the smartphone quiz app let the fresher spot every logical sentence error in the live VARC mock the very second she hit the submit button. Word 2479 is instigate. Spelling: I-N-S-T-I-G-A-T-E. Meaning, to provoke. Example: a careless relayed WhatsApp audio clip allegedly instigated a sudden fresh round of stone pelting on the weekly Sunday market stretching along the outer temple corridor of the old pilgrim town. Word 2480 is instigator. Spelling: I-N-S-T-I-G-A-T-O-R. Meaning, one who incites to evil. Example: the city crime branch claimed in latest filed charges that a single senior trade union member was the actual instigator of last month's violent late-evening mill-yard unrest linked with the store fire. Memory aid: instigate and instigator come from the Latin instigare, meaning to urge on, itself from in, meaning upon, and stigare, meaning to goad. An instigator stands behind a crowd, urging it forward into rash action. The same root sits inside stimulation, meaning to push into activity. The aggressive sense of goading is what makes instigate a darker verb than the milder encourage. Word 2481 is instill. Spelling: I-N-S-T-I-L-L. Meaning, to infuse. Example: the dedicated primary teacher patiently tried to instill a permanent confidence in each shy village child through constant gentle verbal praise and small sticker rewards after every correctly solved sum. Word 2482 is instructive. Spelling: I-N-S-T-R-U-C-T-I-V-E. Meaning, conveying knowledge. Example: the old retired engineer's full account of a spectacular concrete dam failure became an instructive lesson for each young site engineer in the freshly started Pune site project briefing room. Word 2483 is insufficiency. Spelling: I-N-S-U-F-F-I-C-I-E-N-C-Y. Meaning, inadequacy. Example: a long dietary insufficiency of basic protein and green vegetables is still a leading hidden cause of low height and weight among underfed children in many rural Bihar hamlets. Word 2484 is insufficient. Spelling: I-N-S-U-F-F-I-C-I-E-N-T. Meaning, inadequate for some need, purpose, or use. Example: the school's worn-out wooden bench stock was clearly insufficient for the freshly enrolled June batch, and the principal ordered 50 new steel desks from a local indoor furniture supplier. Word family: insufficiency, insufficient, insular, and insulate all carry the Latin in prefix, but the second halves diverge. Insufficiency comes from insufficient, from sub plus facery, meaning to make under. Insular comes from insula, meaning island, hence narrow or detached. Insulate comes from the same insula, literally, to make into an island, to set something apart. Notice how one prefix fans into both makingless and islanding apart. Word 2485 is insular. Spelling: I-N-S-U-L-A-R. Meaning, pertaining to an island. Example: The remote Lakshadweep chain's insular island economy depends heavily on every bi-weekly mainland supply ferry that docks at the Agatti jetty with fresh crates of onion and folded cartons of milk. Word 2486 is insulate. Spelling: INSULATE, meaning to place in a detached state or situation. Example: thick, soundproof, double-paned windows can quietly insulate a busy morning office from the bus stop street roar right outside, turning every reading room corner of the British Library building into a silent light cave. Word 2487 is insuperable. Spelling: INSUPERABLE, meaning invincible. Example: a chronic stomach injury initially appeared a truly insuperable barrier, but a long 18-month daily recovery stint saw the fast bowler return to the national squad again. Word 2488 is insuppressible. Spelling: INSUPPRESSIBLE, meaning incapable of being concealed. Example: an honest and clearly insuppressible smile finally broke through the senior artist's stern face when the manuscript acceptance email from the National Academy flashed on his small, dim reading room laptop screen. Word 2489 is insurgence. Spelling: INSURGENCE, meaning uprising. Example: a sudden forest district insurgence swept across remote stretches of thick Sal Chhattisgarh after security forces received word of a fresh armed camp standing quietly inside a protected hilly tribal area. Word 2001 is insurgent. Spelling: INSURGENT, meaning one who takes part in forcible opposition to the constituted authorities of a place. Example: the alert border Jawans safely captured a fully armed young insurgent after a tense dusk period shootout near the barbed wire fence without even a single sustaining injury reported on the patrol side. Word 2491 is insurrection. Spelling: INSURRECTION, meaning the state of being in active resistance to authority. Example: a vivid colonial-era notebook first-hand termed the 1857 Sepoy Mutiny an open insurrection, recording the fast-spreading arson and breakout events from Meerut to every North Cantonment town in sharp daily detail. History note: insurgence, insurgent, and insurrection share the Latin insurgere, meaning to rise up, from in meaning against, and surgere meaning to rise. An insurgent is one who rises against authority. Insurgence is the rising itself, and insurrection is the broader state of being in active revolt. The shared image is of a crowd surging upward, refusing to stay down. Word 2492 is intangible. Spelling: INTANGIBLE, meaning not perceptible to the touch. Example: the builder offered intangible extras like lifelong free valet service and a resident club membership, rather than pure price cuts on the upmarket Banjara Hills flat brochure listing price. Word 2493 is integrity. Spelling: INTEGRITY, meaning uprightness of character and soundness of moral principle. Example: the newly honest senior auditor earned the public trust and deep respect of every Panchayat village officer for neatly refusing a quietly offered fat gift hamper sent by a known local road building contractor. Word 2494 is intellect. Spelling: INTELLECT, meaning the faculty of perception or thought. Example: a fine natural inclination toward classical music and an ever-curious intellect distinguish the senior physicist quietly working at Raman Research Institute every late evening on subtle cosmic ray data routines. Word 2495 is intellectual. Spelling: INTELLECTUAL, meaning characterized by intelligence. Example: a new generation of digital intellectuals now debates economic policy on long-form podcasts rather than only in the cramped opinion pages of older Sunday national newspapers. Word 20496 is intelligence. Spelling? Intelligence, meaning capacity to know or understand. Example. The sharp desk analyst at Raw quietly sifted every intercepted signal to piece together a daily intelligence summary that shaped the morning external affairs briefing of the National Security Advisor regular board meeting. Word 2497 is intelligible. Spelling? Intelligible, meaning comprehensible. Example. The new Maidon coaching instructor's chalkboard proof was so well structured and intelligible that even the weak fresher candidates had no hard doubt about the opening rule of solid geometry. Etymology note: words 2494, 2495, 2495, 2046, and 2049-7 all trace back to the Latin intellegere, meaning to understand or to read between and within. From the root legere meaning read and inter meaning between, the family gives us intellect as the perceiving faculty, intelligence as knowing capacity, and intelligible, which means something clearly stated. An intellectual person has always been a deep reader between lines, hence the natural habit of mind stretching beyond plain surface text. Word 2498 is intemperance. Spelling Intemperance, meaning immoderate action or indulgence as of the appetites. Example. Late-night intemperance at the annual Diwali sweet and savory table left the joint family patriarch with fairly severe morning indigestion, bloating, and steady irritation both of and on festival eve. Word 2499 is intention. Spelling? Intension, meaning the act of stringing or stretching or state of being strained. Example. The heavy metal wire stretched with sudden steep intention gave way sharply at the last anchor point, snapping mid-air and badly cutting the soft right palm of the tired rigger. Word 2500 is intensive. Spelling: Intensive, meaning adding emphasis or force. Example. One full month of intensive monsoon time work on every week QA section finally lifted the slow repeat candidates percentile high enough to clear every shortlist declared by a top IIM campus interview board. Thank you for listening to the Vocabulary Podcast by IMS Gujarat.